How are you, everybody? This is your fellow Beatlemaniac, Steve Ludwig, of the Beatles Hour with Steve Ludwig and Steve Ludwig's Classic Pop Culture from PlanetLudwig.com. And let's get into some Beatles newspaper ads from the years 1964, 65, and 66. And of course, keep in mind, A Hard Day's Night and Help, the movies and of course the soundtracks, were released in 64 and 65. So you might find some heavy loads there from Help and Hard Day's Night. Kick back, let's enjoy. I might throw my 2 cents in every once in a while. Here we go. Reading all these ads has made me hungry, luckily. Yeah, the William Penn Shop welcomes the Beatles with this wild cake. And here it is, the world's biggest picture of the Beatles, full color, signed. Life-size poster, only $1.98 postpaid while they last. You can get one of these huge, full-color portraits of the Beatles, the largest and most colorful photograph ever made of them, approximately 3.5 feet wide by 4.5 feet tall. Life-size. 3.5 feet wide by 4.5 feet tall, life size. Okay, well, I knew that Ringo was the shortest of the Beatles, but I even know that Ringo is taller than 4.5 feet. Okay, I'll give them credit. They did put life size in quotes. Okay, everyone signed by every one of the Beatles. What a decoration for your room, for den, playroom, bar. Hey kids, it's for your bar. And wall decoration. Hurry! These were printed in England. Quantity limited. Don't be disappointed. Rush order now. Only $1.98 each postpaid. For fast delivery, first class mail, add 25 cents. What are they kidding me? Gotta break the piggy bank. Right for special quantity prices. All mail orders promptly filled. And how about these ticket ads for the August 15th Shea Stadium concert? The concert that would later on become known as probably the Beatles' greatest live performance, if you don't want to count the rooftop session, of course. But, I wouldn't mind seeing the Dave Clark 5 either. I see well, they weren't at the Shea Stadium concert, of course, but I wouldn't have minded seeing Dave Clark 5. And hey, did any of you watching this have one of these Beatles record players? Well, Gimbals had them. $29.99. Hey, 64, 65. That was some bit of cash. And of course, the Beat of the Beatles at Gimbals. Low prices, $2.79 for monaural records, and $3.59, 80 more cents for stereo. But you can Meet the Beatles' second album, Something New. Or if you're into the new fashion rage, knit Ringo caps, $1.94 for every girl, from 6 to 60. And hey, you're looking for something for your playroom, for your game room? It's really decorative, very colorful. You should get several of these big 25.5 by 37.5 inch posters of the Beatles, or Denmark, Israel, Rome, Thailand, Switzerland, animals. But anyway, posters, 66 cents. Comparable value, 98 cents. You're not going to get posters any cheaper than this, unless you buy these identical posters for 7 cents less. And the Beatles, watch them grow their own hair live in your own room. Yes, can you imagine? You can even give them haircuts. Can you imagine if we actually owned an original of any of these things? Oh my goodness. You can actually have the fabulous Beatles growing in your own room. Yes, watch Ringo, George, Paul, and John grow their famous hairdos right before your very eyes. Give them any style haircut anytime you like. A scientific wonder that will amaze you and your friends. Yes, due to a fantastic scientific method, these miniature Beatles will grow bigger and bigger, faster and faster each and every day. Imagine the look on your friends' faces when you take them to your own room and show them your very own living Beatles. See them gasp with awe and delight as you give your Beatles their haircuts, your little Beatles. All you have to do is lead them to a cup of water or a glass of water and give them a drink. Okay. Anyway, don't delay. Send only $1 plus 25 cents postage and handling for each set of Beatles you want. 2 sets, only $2 plus 25 cents postage and handling. You save 25 cents that way. Shh, it's in parentheses. Okay. Special, 3 sets, only $3 postpaid. These delightful Beatles are available only through this advertisement. They are not in stores anywhere. So rush your order now. You'll find a large, full-color picture of your leaders, the Beatles. Take me to your Beatles. This Sunday, that you can cut out and mount on a signed card, paste in your scrapbook, or put under your pillow. I'm sure it won't wrinkle. See the TV amusement sections of this Sunday's bulletin. The British invasion of 1964. British rock and roll groups like the Beatles, your leaders, the Dave Clark Five, and the Animals have had phenomenal success in this country during the past year. Why? 6 music experts give you their theories in This Week magazine and the Sunday Bulletin. Yeah. And now it's a Beatles mirror, ready to hang, 1999. Dating for a hard day's night at Convention Hall with John, Paul, George, and Ringo? Like, you'll scream, screech, shriek over this beat teen treat. In Pittsburgh plate glass, topped with built-in picture frames and 4 full-color photos of the world's wildest 4. Back panel opens. Change pics at any time. Even replace Liverpool's answer to the high cost of haircuts. Dig yours in white, marble, or decorator green, and you'll want to hold Gimbal's hand for the hip, low price.
We'd like you, if you would, to sort of join in and clap your hands, and stamp your feet.
Like, wow, the Beatles. Aren't they the swinging living end? You dig, Chick?
I dig, Chuck.
That's one scene I gotta make.
Me too, Chuck.
Great, we'll make it together. Got the date?
March 14th and 15th.
Check, you got the date. I'll borrow wheels and we'll go, girl, go.
Crazy.
Let's give everybody this scam. For the first time, you'll see and hear the Beatles on closed-circuit big screen in a theater. Don't confuse this with home TV or anything you've heard or seen yet. This is the greatest. Don't miss it.
And this ad for the Beatles story, brand new in stock Beatles in concert, 2 LPs. Not quite, because this is really the double interview album, as many of you know. There is a little snippet of a bit from the Hollywood Bowl concert from '64, but imagine people buying this thinking, oh, we're going to 2 albums worth of concerts. Mostly interviews. And a lot of narrative.
Why were the Beatles of such interest to the high priest of the terrible goddess of Kaili?
Help!
Why was Ringo pursued to the ends of the earth by a group of Eastern thugs? Help! Help! And why was Paul threatened by a Beetle? Help! Oh, stop worrying. Help! Help is on the way. It's the Beatles new motion picture with
Help, 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 help.
7 new Beatles songs.
Help.
Will John live to sleep in his pit once more? Will Paul ever get back to his electric organ? Will George be reunited with his ticker tape machine? And Ringo, will he ever play the drums again? To discover the answers to these startling questions, be sure to see the colorful adventures of the Beatles, more colorful than ever, in color, in Help! 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 A United Artists release.
And yeah, Grant's has the Beatles costumes for Halloween, only $2.88. Fabulous. That's the word to describe these authentic, official Beatles costumes. They're by Ben Cooper, complete with full face mask and realistic hair. I don't think people will be able to tell that this is not the Beatles' hair. It's just realistic. The one-piece coverall has a striped blazer effect front and the official Beatles insignia. In children's sizes, small, medium, large, they're going fast. Don't be disappointed. Hurry and get yours for Halloween. Paul, Ringo, George, John, all parts treated to be flameproof. The authentic Beatles jewelry, or depending on where you're from, jewelry. The top side, you get a group photo. Flip, you get a cutout autograph. What Beatle fan could resist this jewelry? And what gal isn't a Beatle fan? Each pin, bracelet, or necklace carries a disc with the quartet's photo in black and white, reverse side with signatures or sayings in gold tone metal. You have your music pin for 59 cents, your disc pin for 59 cents, a locket with a picture inside, $1. Save your allowance. A picture in cutout pendant, $1. You can also get your Beatle guide to buy you these, girls. A charm bracelet, $1. Necklace, $1. And I really have to share this quick story with you about these Beatle binders. A friend of mine in grammar school, his name is Brian, still in touch with him to this day, as a matter of fact. But he had bought his Beatle binder just like this. I guess it was 65, maybe even been 64. But anyway, he kept such good care of this Beatle binder, and he used it every year with his school papers and things. So each year, when the Beatles' look would change and their hair would get a little longer, he would actually add hair on the picture on this binder. Up until we graduated grammar school in 1968, it looked like the 68 Beatles. So whenever I see a Beatle binder, a picture of it, I think of Brian. And in the special gift corner of our Beatles newspaper ads, since everyone knows that teenage girls and guys really flip over England's Beatles, we've put them into special model kits that you can make in an hour or two. Then pass them on to your sister, girlfriend, mother, or the girl around the corner. Think what a hit you'll make as you present your own gift of Ringo, Paul, John, and George to your favorite teenager. If you have no favorite teenager and hate rock and roll, build one anyhow as a voodoo charm and stick pins in it. My, this has taken a rather dark turn. Might yell out a new song hit that'll make you famous. Beatle kits, $1.50 each. Voodoo pins sold separately. And the cover story on the Saturday Evening Post, the Beatles are returning to the United States to make another personal appearance tour across the country. If history repeats itself, as it probably will, their return should touch off one of the biggest, noisiest welcomes ever recorded. Visiting dignitaries, Australia and New Zealand flipped when they arrived. The day they went back to Liverpool for the opening of their first movie, 150,000 people lined the 10-mile route from the airport to the City Hall. 400 uninvited guests crashed the welcome home banquet. Hey, was that you there? No, the banquet in the Grand Ballroom, and turned it into a near riot. All this was scarcely more than a year after the four mop-headed entertainers, unknown outside of Liverpool, had climbed the winding dungeon steps of Liverpool's Cavern Club to go forth and conquer the world. What has happened since then to these four remarkable young men at whom fate pointed her long, bony finger? Oh, goodness. How do they feel about their incredible success? Read The Return of the Beatles in this week's Saturday Evening Post. Look for the Beatles on the cover, plus 8 pages of full-color photos inside.
enjoyed the show. Have you enjoyed the show?
Okay, put the red lights off.
This is Johnny Rhythm just saying good night to you all, and God bless you.
All right, well, that's got it done then. What are we going to do now?
Has he turned it off?
I think he has. Have you turned it off, lad?
Hey, Basher.
And they're still the same.
Turn it off, Basher.